After that, the president will hold a press conference. I guess a big boy press conference is what we're calling it, and take some questions from y'all.
Seems to me like maybe instead of a big boy press conference, he could use a big boy rest home. You know, it'd almost make you feel sorry for Joe Biden if he weren't an appallingly corrupt moral monster. But how did that big boy press conference go?
I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president.
Well, that's not going to reassure George Clooney, is it?
With that, I'll take your questions. I've been given a list of people to call on here.
Well, that's nice. They gave him a big boy list of people to call on at his big boy press conference. Because I guess, answering random questions that you don't know are coming is a little difficult when the big boy Alzheimer's medication isn't kicking in. How about this one?
And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination.
How much do you want to bet he's got an earpiece in with one of his handlers saying, "Say Zelensky, say Zelensky, say Zelensky." There's somebody standing off to the side that he's staring at right now, holding up a giant sign that says, "Zelensky, say Zelensky," because, he does seem to have a problem with names.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
Oh, no!
President Putin. He's going to be President Putin.
Here from Michael Knowles. My main takeaway from this press conference is that President Biden and Vice President Trump have done a marvelous job supporting President Putin of Ukraine. And it's funny seeing these videos and seeing all of the other video, the reels and reels of video that exist of Joe Biden's time running for president and being president, that it's just now that the press figured out that he's demented. How about this one? Biden freaks out at a reporter for asking him about referring to Zelensky as President Putin.
I wanted to ask you about you mixed up Presidents Zelensky and Putin earlier today. And you now have sort of your key allies, including the British Prime Minister, the President of France, and the German Chancellor having to step in and make excuses for you on that. Officials here are saying off the record that your decline has become noticeable. Hasn't this now, frankly, become damaging for America's standing in the world? Thank you.
Did you see any damage to our standing in my leading this conference? Have you?
What did he just say? That feels like what he just said is damaging.
Seen a more successful conference? What do you think? And the Putin piece, I was talking about Putin, and I said, and now, at the very end, I said, Putin. I said, no, I'm sorry, Zelensky. And then I added 5 other names. Look, guys, the idea anybody suggests that we haven't had an incredibly successful conference. How many times did you hear in that conference, I know it sounds too self-serving, but other leaders, heads of state, in thanking me, saying the reason we're together is because of Biden, because Biden did the following. Look, folks, this is well, anyway.
Well, anyway, indeed. And if they're thanking Biden, it's because Biden's paying for everything. So it looks like there's not going to be any great comeback for Joe Biden. It looks like it wasn't just a bad night, as he said. No, things are only going to keep getting worse. And the deterioration will just speed up, not slow down, and certainly not reverse. I'm sure they've already shot him up with maximum doses of every possible drug they can find that might restore some lucidity to him. So yeah, it's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse, and it's going to get worse fast, because that's the way these things go. So what's going to happen with Joe? Is he going to make it to the election? I don't know. The world has gotten too crazy to even make predictions anymore. I thought he was too demented to run in 2020. I thought it was crazy then. And things have gotten way crazier since. And they're probably going to get even crazier. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.